Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Blonde Intelligence. We have two special guests today. We have Guala out of Virginia and the record label Don't Lose It from California. Hello, how are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I am fine. How are you?
Awesome.
Okay, we're going to start with Guala. Guala, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, uh, I've been in Virginia. I'm from Virginia. Been out Virginia majority of my life. Um, I've been doing music. Ever since I was like 9, 10 years old. I started in church. That's when I realized I had, the ability to sing or whatever. And I just basically took off from there. And over the years, I came up with my cousins, and I've been doing music with my cousins. And and now I'm at the point now where I'm really ready, as far as my music career to take off, as far as the music. Um,
How does it feel to
I
have a
mean,
family member to believe in you so strongly? Because a lot of times people will say they didn't have people in their family that stood behind them and that supported them. So how does it make you feel to know that you have someone in your family that's supporting you, like your record label owner?
oh yeah, it feels great. It feels great. I thank them all the time, for believing in me. And I wish everything would have worked out the way it originally started, but we got to move forward. And I still, I'm grateful for him. The fact that he even believed in me and willing to invest into the music, the way he's doing. So I'm very blessed for him for you know taking this serious. Cause I've been waiting for something like this to happen. So,
Okay. So what about him did you see that made you wanted to support him like you did? Because we was talking earlier and he told me that the record label basically just started and that he's like the prince of the record label because he's like the first artist signed. So what made him so special that you had to get him, that you had to get things in order? What did you see in him?
that Miss Ron, that's for me or Q.
That's for kid.
Okay.
Oh, oh, what did I see in Guala?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Throughout the years, like 8+ years, they've been working on him and our other cousin who was with us from the beginning. They've been working on music for probably eight plus years, and it wasn't never like monetizing off it. So me with the business mindset and drive, I wanted to put everything together and build a foundation for us to start monetizing off of his talents. So and his drive, his momentum. He would like the other night he was up writing like at 1 and 2 in the morning, just up writing. He texts me, "What you doing?" I'm watching a show, a documentary, and I said, "What you doing?" He said, "I'm writing." And that what keeps me going. It makes me work harder. When I hear that from him, it makes me work 10 times harder. So he keeps me going, and he's always keep me on the edge with building.
So tell me, Guala, who are some of your idols in the industry? People that you look up to this has been an influence in the past and now.
Well, as far as the music, I would have to say, definitely Lil Wayne. I love his versatility. I love how he can take a word, how he can take a line and basically say it 5 different ways. I always been inspired by Lil Wayne. Drake, he's very talented. Uh, Tupac. Um, there's a few other artists out there that I really look up to. You know, as far as the new era, the new generation, the artists that's coming out today, most of them sound alike to me. But it is a few of them that stand out, like NBA YoungBoy, Rod Wave. You know, I'm inspired by them guys. But for the most part, yeah, that's what I would have to say. You know,
So if you could work with any
and myself,
celebrity, and yourself, yeah, I always feel you
myself,
said if you could work with
yeah.
artist, any artist today, who would it be?
I would have to say the first person that I would want to collab with would have to be Kevin Gates.
Why?
The reason why I say Kevin Gates is because he's just like, I feel like he relates to me, and then he got a lot of similarities that my cousin that was a part of the label. They have a lot of similarities. Their birthday is actually on the same day, on February 5th. So they have a lot of similar traits. So when I listen to his music and then I go on, you know, and I do music with my cousin, it all kind of makes me feel like he's in the room. A lot of the time when we be making music, I feel like Gates is in the room a lot, you know. So it's like I'm really inspired by the way he you know, he give off his message, his demeanor behind what he's saying, his point for even making the songs that he's making. I'm inspired by all of it. So I would definitely have to say Kevin Gates is the person that I would love to connect with.
Okay, so how do you think that your signature sound would complement his in a collab?
Just the relation, the fact that I know for a fact he would be able to relate to what I'm talking about. Like I'm not the type of artist that just write anything that I sit here and think about. It comes from the heart. It comes from pain. It comes from the things that I've seen other people go through. You know, some of the songs I write, it's not necessarily my life. Some of the songs I write is based around other people's lives, and I know that, you know, he would definitely be able to sit there and make a song with me based on the fact that I'm very relatable.
Okay. So tell me about the project that you're working on now. I know that you told me that you have an upcoming release. Tell me about it.
Well, yeah, the single is called "It's One of Them Days." The release date for that is on the 24th. Uh, Following that, we have, you know, like 5 other songs, a total of 6 right now that is already, you know, pretty much done and ready to go. As far as the actual album, I want to say my goal is to release it with at least no less than like 15 songs on it, between 15 to 20 songs. That's the goal for our first album.
Okay. Have you released any mixtapes?
No, man, I haven't released anything.
Okay.
People ask all the time for my music and for us to send off stuff, but you know, I just keep everything to myself.
Okay. So tell me, who did you work with on this project? Who did you collab with, any other independent artists on the project, or is it all you?
No, ma'am, it's all me.
Okay, give me a verse.
You said give you a verse?
Give me a verse.
You mean like, cause you know it's like singing and stuff like that.
Give me
Are
a
you saying
verse.
just out, or are you saying like?
Give me a sample. Show me what you can do.
Oh my God, got some music on.
Huh? Oh
See,
yeah,
look,
she
I'm
told me.
I'm like Lionel Richie. You don't even have to have no music on. You can pat your leg.
Just did the first verse.
Yeah, she told me I had the song in the background. I got the music in the background. But is it cool if I just play it? Like, y'all just want me to play it for y'all, or you actually want me to like spit the
No,
verse?
I want to hear you.
Okay, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, you're gonna get put on the spot a lot like that.
Yeah. I already know.
While he's getting ready, tell me a little bit about Don't Lose It Records.
Um, I've been thinking about because I look up to guys like Jay Z, Master P, Dame Dash. I look up to all those guys, and I listen to their music. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to like really relate to a person to actually cut their music on when I'm driving down the street or when I'm sitting back and relaxing. I have to relate to them on a personal level. So when I was looking up to those guys like Jay Z and Master P, I wanted to follow that path. And I also look up at Big Timers too from Cash Money. I
Mm-hmm.
always I recite his quote when he always said, "There's a lot of rappers, but it's not enough label owners." So I
Mm-hmm.
look at that. And I just took the initiative and just created Don't Lose It because I already have the business mindset and I already have an established business here in California. So I already have the resources and the networking. So why not start a record label and put something together to uh, to promote my family members and put my family members in a position where they could show the world what they have to offer.
Okay. So tell me, when you decided to start your record label, did you seek funding? Did you decide to put sweat equity in? Did you say, hey, let's get together and do this? I mean, so how did the conception come to make it a reality?
Okay, that goes back to the what Big Timer said. It's a lot of rappers, but it's not a lot of label owners. And when you talk about funding, it's very expensive. It's very expensive. There's a lot of money that you have to put up front to get everything rolling, just to get everything started. Promotion, it takes a lot of funding and it takes a lot of organization because you can waste a lot of money too. So Afro. So the
So how do
funding.
you see it growing? I mean, what is your vision for Don't Lose It Records? How did you even come up with that name? Don't lose
Uh,
what?
because I see a lot of guys when they get signed, they put out an album, and 2 3 years down the road they lose everything, and they don't know how to bounce back from that. So that's where I came up with Don't Lose It. Um, Once you have it, grow on it, share it. Once you earn that amount of money, they don't know how to invest it, and they don't know how to keep it, so they lose it. So that would inspire me to come up with Don't Lose It records.
Okay. So how has this is for both of y'all? How has COVID-19 affected your business strategy? With because I know you're thinking about it, you get everything down, you start putting money into everything, and of course, with being an artist and being a record label, you're wanting those live performances, getting booked on those shows, getting different. How has COVID-19 made you have to, I say, re-strategize?
Um, it's COVID-19 is taking a huge hit on the music industry because a lot of the upcoming artists they make a lot of money off of live performances. So when you take that away, you have to like find like a alternative. Now I'm looking into like the virtual, like Travis Scott. He did the virtual. He did like 10 million views, I think, off of the virtual um, live performance. So I'm actually in talks with someone to get some of those live performances together to promote our music for Don't Lose It records. So
Okay.
yeah, it's taking a big curve.
How has it affected you as an artist?
With COVID, it actually hasn't affected me when it comes to music, because like I told you earlier, I'm pretty much just an artist. So my job is, I just write music. So if anything, COVID-19 really gave me the time to, be able to invest a lot of my time into my music. Not having to go to work and, basically, at home and stuff like that right now. So my free time, that's what I'm doing. I'm basically using that time to, work on my music and build up my catalog as far as, lyrics and songs that I'm creating. So it's actually, it's actually been a blessing outside of the, everything that it caused as far as the rest of the world.
I'm gonna tell you something. You're never just an artist. You always have to learn the business too. So even though you're writing, you still want to be able to learn the business too. That's what happened with a lot of artists. They don't learn the actual business. They don't learn when the logarithms change. They don't learn the intricacies of what they need to learn to be able to make that money. And I like that y'all are family because a lot of times people will get taken advantage of. So I just feel like that it was good that he even believed in you like he did because some family don't support like that. And that was one of the reasons why I asked that you want to interview was because it was a family project. And to me, that was very important.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Definitely. Definitely.
So are you ready to give us that sample?
Yeah, yeah. So you know the song, the single is called "It's One of Them Days." So basically, I'm gonna just give y'all, some of the second verse. Um, I had a conversation just the other day that broke me down inside. I felt some type of way, had me lost for words. I don't know what to say. My back against the wall. I think I need a break. Anything I do ain't never good enough. Snorting ecstasy to get rid of the stress. About to load strap to turn it on myself. Driving, thinking, hoping that I crash. You know what I'm saying? Like I can keep going if you need me to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's time for everybody to have their chance to give their plug. I want you to tell me what you got going, where they can find you, all your platforms, and everything. And we're gonna start with Mr. Don't Lose It.
Yeah, where we on all major music platforms, all of them. So Thriller, TikTok, Apple, Spotify, Facebook, you name it, we're on it. And the release is on the 24th, one of them days by Guala. So please look out for our video that's coming soon. We're shooting our video on the 21st through the 22nd. So please watch out for our video and purchase that single.
Okay, what's your social media handles?
Uh, it's uh, it's Facebook and Instagram for the social media.
I
Um,
mean, how do they find you? Do they look at Guala, at uh, Don't Lose It Records? I mean, if we wanted to find you, what do we need to put in?
Guala, Guala, one of them days.
Okay, okay. Is there anything else that you want to add?
Uh, Other than I just made an Instagram 2 days ago. So to follow me on there, that's a private page. Monte Motley DTM.
Say
DTM
it
is actually
again.
it's
Say it again.
It's Monte Motley DTM. Yeah.
He wants you to follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, please, please. DTM is actually the initials for the title of the album. The title was actually deeper. It's called Deeper Than Music.
Okay.
So that's what DTM is abbreviated for.
Okay. Well, I'd like to thank each of you for coming and telling everybody about your project. Of course, here we always want you to experience exquisite cranial repertoire. And I would like to invite you to come back sometime soon so we can see what has happened.
Oh yes, ma'am, definitely.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank